What's up, YouTube? I'm Zero Zeus, and I'd like to welcome everybody back to another Boruto video. So this is going to be my Boruto episode 132 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching, and let's get right into the video. This was a crazy episode right here. It leaves a lot to be desired, a lot of questions answered, a lot of situations that were supposed to be seen that, people wanted to see, they're now able to see. So before I go into all of this, because it's a lot, it's like the Sasuke interactions with Jiraiya and Naruto and Boruto and Neji. There's just so much going on, and I'm just trying to cram it all into one video. So just bear with me. Basically, the episode starts off Jiraiya. He decides he's gonna train Boruto and Naruto. The last episode, he asked them, and so basically, this is the morning afterwards. So Naruto's getting up, and he's like complaining and stuff, and he's just being typical Naruto. Hilarious. Naruto and Boruto together, just like the faces they make and the way they act around each other is just like this arc was really much needed for this anime. But he starts to tell them basically that they're going to be working on a collaboration jutsu, one that is only possible because their chakra can resonate, and if they can sync their chakra properly, consciously, then they'd be able to create a move that nobody's seen before. So it's easier said than done, and you're going to see why in a minute. Basically, Jiraiya sits back, he's chilling, he's sleeping on a rock, and he's watching them as they're training, and for some reason, every time they try to do it, it looks like they act like they don't know what jutsu is going to be, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be that father-son Rasengan. Has to be, because you could just see the element that's being involved. First of all, is wind. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Rasengan. If it's not, I'd be surprised, and that'd be cool too. But so it doesn't work, basically. He gives them this ball. It's kind of like the Rasengan training. It's exactly like the Rasengan training. But anyway, he gives them the ball. They're having a hard time. Jiraiya actually walks off and tells them again that since he gives them a couple more details about what they have to do. And then on top of it, he tells them their only problem now is syncing their breath. So on top of having to sync their chakra, on top of, they have to breathe. They have to breathe in sync. And that's like gotta be really hard. It has to be really hard. I could see myself in real life just trying it myself, looking really stupid also. But it just wouldn't work like that, right? So Boruto also had this situation with Naruto at the last episode where he was injured by Naruto when he was using the Kyuubi chakra. And so it kind of leaves them this little shaky, their relationship is a little shaky, even though it doesn't seem like anything is wrong just yet. So you have a couple of moments where Boruto actually taps out a little bit because for some reason those thoughts just keep seeping into his mind and he just can't get over it, right? And so the first time he's like, oh, there's nothing wrong. The second time he actually falls on the ground, Naruto goes to reach for him and he smacks his hand away and he's just like, I don't know, I guess Boruto can't really cope with his feelings because as he's walking away, he's like, man, I'm a horrible person. How could I do this to him, right? And Naruto's just sitting there sad, and it's just looking really bad at this point. But this is the point in the episode where things really get really hype. So Boruto actually stumbles upon Neji and Hinata training. And the whole time, Neji is aware that Boruto is there, even though it looks like Boruto's eavesdropping and nobody knows what's going on, right? So Neji finishes up with Hinata. He sends her home. And he walks up on Boruto, and Boruto's like making this little cheesy getaway, and he gets caught in between, right? And basically he's telling him, I knew you were there the whole time. They start to get into the conversation about what happened between Boruto and Naruto, and he gives him a little bit of the rundown. He actually gives him insight into history behind the Hyuga. I don't know if Boruto already knew about the branch and stuff like that, but he gives him a little bit of a history lesson. And on top of it, he gives him a little bit of a lesson about Naruto, and Neji's history and how Naruto helped Neji move forward. And I think that was really cool. So basically, he was telling them, and another thing I like how Neji was like, Naruto doesn't need sympathy or that compassion, but just you can't decide his fate And I like how they brought that back from the old anime to, Boruto. I like how they brought that back and they were using that again. And he's basically telling them, like, in the face of immeasurable power, of course you'll be frightened, but if you go face him head on, and you'll probably be able to move when you move forward, it'll probably have an effect on your strength and stuff like that. And I like how he just got that little bit of wisdom from his uncle. That was really nice. Boruto landed that one with me. I don't know about anybody else. So in this moment, Jiraiya, he walks up on Sasuke, right? And he's like, oh, well, make sure you go give them food after they get finished training and stuff, right? And then Sasuke is like, why me? And you could just tell he's suspicious that Jiraiya knows what's going on. And he actually does, which is so crazy. Like, I had a little hint that he did, but I didn't think he was so spot on. I knew he was a good detective, but he's right on the nose with it. So it's kind of like Jiraiya was just sitting around doing what Sasuke was doing the whole time, watching the situation and seeing what's going on, even though he acted like he was leaving. But he sends Sasuke to Naruto's aid, basically. So Sasuke walks up and he sees Naruto just laying there. And it's just so sad. He's just over there looking so hurt. And he's like, man, get up out of the rain before you catch a cold. And Naruto just starts to talk to him about what's going on, and Boruto and him. It's so crazy that they both got advice from somebody who they really needed it from. It's really adult Sasuke gets to look at what he caused right in the face, and you could just tell in some of the scenes, if you look at the emotion on his face, he was really hurt by what he was doing to his friend. So he starts to tell him about Naruto tells him about Sasuke, and Sasuke is actually telling Naruto about Sasuke too at the same time, right? And he just tells him how it all ends up good in the end, and kind of gives Naruto that determination he needs to get back in there and start training. So it's like, this was a really, really good moment, man. Naruto and Sasuke. Kid Naruto talking to adult Sasuke. And so he gives him the food. He basically tells Naruto to just make up with Boruto. Try to mend the relationship and get back to training, because this is something they really need to do. And after this moment, right, Sasuke walks up on Sakura. And it's so funny because Sasuke acts way less cool than what he did when he was like a kid. He was like the cool bad boy dude, right? And now it's like he's just like really nervous every time he sees her, but with good reason though. One wrong move and your daughter might not exist or something. You never know. Depending on how Boruto takes time travel and stuff like that. But he runs off on her, right? And in this moment, he drops like a picture or something. I want to say it's a picture of him, Sarada, and Sakura, and she's like, oh, this is me. I think that's what happened. Boruto messed up this whole arc. Boruto's been messing up, and he's been telling the future, right? But at the same time, don't get me wrong, he's called his dad a couple of times. He even called Hinata mom the Neji. That was really crazy too. But he just dropped physical proof of what's going to happen in the future. So I think Sasuke effed up real fast, if I'm not mistaken. But that's crazy. That's crazy. And then after he leaves off, after they leave us with that bomb, they walk up and Jiraiya is there. He walks up on Sasuke again. And he's basically like, what do you want? And he's like, it's so funny that you're like that kind to Naruto and you just met him. Like, you act like you've known him all your life. Jiraiya with them impressive detective skills, and basically he's like, oh well, he just looks like somebody that I knew from the past. And you could just see on Jiraiya's face the way he was looking, and he's like, oh well, you wouldn't happen to be Sasuke Uchiha, right? And then that's when you see this look on his face right here. It's like, yeah, I fucked up. That's exactly what it looks like. But yeah, man, great episode. It wasn't really any action, but it gave us a lot of information and a lot of must-see interactions. They did really good with those. I know it's going to be a bunch of people who probably bash this episode, but it was great to me. One other thing I want to say before I leave off is the father-son Rasengan is what they're doing now, what they were doing when Naruto put the chakra into the Rasengan and they hit Momoshiki with it? Or was it different? I might just look into that a little bit more myself because I was kind of confused about it when I seen it. And I'm like, well, maybe this moment right here makes it possible for them to do that in the future, right? I don't know, man. Time travel is crazy. But yeah, man, this was a lovely episode, and then we got another hype episode coming right up. It's like it just doesn't stop. This time travel arc, I gotta say, it's the best arc. It's the best arc so far to me. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna end it right here. This has been my Boruto episode 132 review. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.